Hey, hello. So we're reading from the Daily Reflections again today, and the November 29th, the Daily Reflections, the title is Active Guardians. And the last couple of days, the readings have been primarily about the 11th tradition. So a lot of the readings in November were about the 11th step, and now we're about the 11th tradition. And so active guardians, it says, to us, however, it represents far more than a sound public relations policy. It is more than a denial of self-seeking. This tradition is a constant and practical reminder that personal ambitions have no place in AA. In it, each member becomes an active guardian of our fellowship. Wow. It's from the 12 and 12, page 183. The basic concept of humility is expressed in the 11th tradition. It allows me to participate completely in the program in such a simple yet profound manner. It fulfills my need to be an integral part of a significant whole. Humility brings me closer to the actual spirit of togetherness, oneness, without which I could not stay sober. And remembering that every member is an example of sobriety, each one living the 11th tradition, I am able to experience freedom, because each one of us is anonymous. Wow. I was at a meeting this morning. It's actually the Daily Reflections meeting, and we read that and we talked about it a bit, and it was I like the part where we refer to the togetherness. And I'm just going to see if I can find the traditions here. And I like the part where we refer to the togetherness of how humility brings us into this togetherness. And it's a interesting thing. And what came up for me today in the meeting is that we're all, we are all addicts and alcoholics, and imperfect, perfectly imperfect, and that we need each other to stay sober. And it's an interesting thing that our old way of living was, we didn't like somebody, we just said to heck with it, and we didn't hang out with them. But people in the metaphor of a shipwreck is used in recovery. We never really get out of the lifeboat. We're always in the lifeboat. And AA is like the lifeboat for all of us, and so it forces me, in a way, to see myself in others. What I said this morning in the meeting was that, the room was full of Davids, 40 Davids in the room this morning. They were all me, and there's something I don't like in somebody. When somebody comes in the room, I don't want them to sit beside me. It's this something I either, I could say, haven't accepted in myself, or have taken so seriously that I think it's wrong or bad. So we learn to love each other, because we have to, if we're to stay sober. I mentioned that on Friday, this is Wednesday, and Friday it'll be my AA birthday. So be 43 years since I came in, December 1st, 1980. And I can't say, I really can't say that because I did all the work and I got to stay. It's really the grace of God. I can't pinpoint something that makes me different than others. But I stayed for the most part in AA. I stayed, and I look around, and there's not a lot of people who came, in 1980 that are still around now. Maybe they got old and died, but I suspect that sometimes what happens is we get a resentment, and we leave. We don't go to that meeting anymore because so and so's there, and it's a resentment. That's how we lived before, and if there's a meeting that I don't want to go to because so and so's there, that's the meeting I need to go to because I have to come to love that, whatever it is in that person. And, we're a bunch of personalities all in the same lifeboat together. And one of the things when we talk about anonymity, I, I get a little in my head because I'm doing this, but, I'm not AA. I'm just I'm not even a representative of AA. I'm just a guy who got to have his life saved, you know, as a result of that. And hopefully doing this is my way to giving back, one of my ways of giving back. And hopefully it's of some use to you. So I'm grateful. The 11th tradition, I'll read it to you, is our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity level press, radio, and films. That is the 11th tradition. I'm going to read the 10th one because I haven't read any of the traditions. The 10th one would have been last month. Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues. Hence, the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. So there's a couple of the traditions. There's 12 of them as well as 12 steps. So anyway, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll maybe see you tonight at PPG. Thanks.